After the ball is over, after this game is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball.
Morning, everybody. Welcome to the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 337. It is December 29th, 2018, as we are recording. We hope you all had a wonderful, very blessed Merry Christmas, and we wish you a Happy New Year. My name is Marlicia, also known as Lady Fernico.
And I'm Talia, also known as Franciscan Gypsy.
We want to welcome all new and returning viewers to the Fun and the Woman Cave. If you are new, we're glad you found us, and we hope you will find something that will keep you coming back. If you are returning, we're glad to have you back. That always makes us happy, okay? If you are in the shadows, please feel free to join us officially in the groups, in the Ravelry group, or Pen, Hook, and Needles. Just Pen, Hook, and Needles, right? Not Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast. Pen, Hook, and Needles on Ravelry. And on YouTube, we're also Pen, Hook, and Needles, although you could probably find it also with... No!
It's a hat!
No, my hair's still wet.
It's a hat.
Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast. Or Franciscan Gypsy on YouTube. I will try it in a second. Oh my gosh.
It's like a tam. It was a little bit bigger.
It was a little bit bigger.
I just tightened it too much.
There.
But you know, have you ever seen those tams where they're kind of
this.
like...
Yes. Davina Worsers like that.
No, not like a beret. Where it would have been a little smaller, it actually would have stuck out at angles, almost like a medieval hat.
Yeah.
That's sort of what I thought of.
Okay, so we are here. What are we drinking in our tea?
It'd be you first.
I think I have quite a bit of this. Okay. This is, I'm not going to see what the mug is yet. I'll see if they can see. We'll talk about the mug in a minute. Okay, yes, it is what you think it is, and I'll explain that to you later. We will explain. This is, in my mug, my new Christmas mug, because this is an acquisition, is spicy caramel apple herbal tea. Did we say who we were?
Yes, we did.
Okay. Steep in nourishment of the harvest. All organic cinnamon chips, apple pieces, Rubio's tea, ginger root, cardamom, orange peel, calendula, natural caramel essence, love, gratitude, no caffeine, which I kind of need today, but I wanted this. So this is Andy's tea, Plum Deluxe. And I'm going to taste that. There's no caffeine, so...
That is good. It's mild, but it's good.
It's very good.
Because I don't have a good sense of smell, the mild ones sometimes slip past me. And I also have a new mug.
As you notice, they look the same, but take a look at the words. Hers says, "This is what my head looks like," and mine says, "This is what my daughter's head looks like," and that is a picture, in case you're unsure, that is an oboe. Okay? So Taya's head does look like an oboe. It says so right here, on both sides.
This is just what the delusional thoughts that are going through her mind actualized.
I love it. I almost died laughing when I opened this at Christmas. It was so funny.
And in my oboe head mug, hold on, is a longtime favorite. This is a Plum Deluxe tea, happy hour blend herbal tea, a fun, feisty blend that makes every tea moment a happy hour. Honeybush tea, hibiscus, lemon verbena, lime extract, love and gratitude, no caffeine.
Did you see the one he has up now that's new? It was a mistake. It's a pineapple one.
I don't think I saw that.
Yeah, it was on Instagram, I think it was, and it's up for $5. So I thought, well, do I like pineapple enough to try it? But I liked, what was it they don't usually like, and I liked it when Andy put it in the tea.
Mango?
No, I love mangoes.
Not mango.
I always like this. I always forget how much I like this.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. And the writing's on both sides of this.
Yes.
This is what my daughter's head looks like.
This is what my head looks like.
In case you were wondering. Okay.
So, when she says that, guys, this is what an oboe actually looks like for those who are not familiar with oboes.
She has an oboe head. Anyway.
And there is no head to the oboe. Do you see any head to the oboe? I don't see any
That's
head
because
to
it's
the
on
oboe.
your neck. Okay. Anyway. All right. So we're back to the Woman Cave. We are doing, we have upcoming. I'm going to do the upcoming before we go into...
There is a change to the setting. We have a new couch.
Yeah, in case you can't see, it's a new couch.
Couch?
This couch is wide enough that I can lay straight. Talia can even lay straight, I think. She's a little taller than I am. My husband pulled out the futon, and we'll explain why in acquisitions. But we have now a new couch that fits everything a lot better. So
And it's more comfortable.
It's more comfortable. The thing doesn't come sliding down. The mattress doesn't come sliding down.
Which is why all the toys are actually staying put
Yes.
where they belong instead of sliding down our backs.
And they actually have some room.
they do.
So it's kind of
They do.
cool.
Oh, hi there. How are you?
That's PETA, isn't it? No, that's not PETA.
I think it is
Is
PETA,
it
Mom.
PETA? Okay, I can't remember which one's PETA.
PETA.
Okay, so
Okay.
I was going to do the upcoming, but I think, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do the upcoming. We have, all right, where is my paperwork? We put it to you, we'd been asked if we were going to do PHNT and Tails for another year.
We had not intended to.
We had not intended to, but we did a poll, and because we did the poll, we were going to honor what the poll results were. I left it up a few days longer than I intended. I closed it today, and it came up rather close. It was 16 votes yes and 6 votes no. So it will have the PHNT and Tails one more year, and then we'll have a rest year of at least one more year. Okay, so we will have the PH, and this is the, I don't know if you can see it.
Just because for us personally, the idea of doing one year after year, it kind of, we feel like it would lose its
Charm.
charm.
So we'll do it one more year, and then we're going to give it a rest of at least a year before we do it again. But you guys really seem to like this, and because somebody asked, and because we did the poll, we want to honor this. It'll be a lot of fun, but next year we will be giving it a rest. So PHNT and Tails will be up. I'll put up a thread in the next couple of days for another year. Thank you for all who voted. And the other one that's going up for us is the Ready, Set, Go, and that's okay. PHN
Tails, huh?
and Tails is all year long.
That's
okay?
not that kind of podcast, Mom.
No, it's not. T and Tails goes all year long, so it starts January 1st and goes all year. The Ready, Set, Go is a 3-month Cal. This is our second one, and it will start in January 1st and go to March 31st. And for this one, the thread will also be going up, and we have a wonderful co-host for this. That's Lorraine, who is LNS Crafts. I think her podcast is LNS Crafts Podcast.
I think so.
So, Lorraine, I am kind of tagging you right here, but I will try to remember to send you an email because you asked me
And
to.
I never put up the show notes last week because I'm horrible.
Yes, you are.
Between Christmas and then I wasn't feeling well. And
But, okay, so the Ready, Set, Go is a little different than our Cal-Cals, our other ones, so I'm going to give you a really brief kind of overview. The projects must be started no earlier than January 1st. They have to be started on January 1st or later. They can be worked on. There will be whips in our groups. I don't know how Lorraine's going to be working her rules, but for us, the whips will count as long as the project has not been started before January 1st, okay? So whips and FOs will be counted for prizes, but they have to be started January 1st. They do not have to be completed, although we do like to see that. The other thing is that the month of January for our group, again, I don't know what Lorraine is doing. She'll let us know when she gets to posting her rules. We do allow for the first month, January, ripping out to count for a chance at a prize. You must show the picture of whatever progress you have on the project as the project whip, and then ripped out. Okay, so we can see that you had a project and then it was ripped out. Okay, and that will be eligible for one chance at a prize for the month of January only. Once January is gone, no more whips.
No more rips?
No more rip outs will be accepted. Just January. Okay, and we will go through all the other rules a little bit later, because when we put up the threads. And the threads will go up in the next couple of days, so you can at least read them and become familiar with them. Okay? Oh, another thing I wanted to say, and I don't know if I will do it or Valeria will do it first or Vonnie or somebody. The prayer request threads, the see what I'm doing now, like the show off thread, whatever we want to call that. That one, the prayer request thread, and
show off is a great place to put your acquisitions
Right.
and your prizes. If you want us to see it, probably the episode thread.
yeah, unless you tag us.
Unless you tag us.
There was one other one I think that I wanted to say this, but I'm going to, either I will or Valeria or Vonnie, we will change those threads for the next year. So I'm going to put up a prayer chain thread 2019 and a show off thread 2019. I forget what the other one was. Whatever it is that will flip over into the new year, so that we can start putting things in there, because inevitably what happens over the years, we found out with the prayer request threads and things like that, is people get lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
So we're going to start putting the new threads up. If you want to move old requests into the new prayer request thread, once we get that up, that's perfectly fine. Okay? So in other words, when we put it up, if you want to start putting things in, that's fine. We will shut those other ones down December 31st or January 1st. Okay? But we will have the new ones up pretty soon here. Okay, I don't know exactly when. It depends on when I can get to it, when Valeria can get to it, or when Vonnie can get to it. Whoever decides to get to it first.
Because we all know Talia is incredibly terrible about doing anything except putting up the episode threads.
I didn't even think about asking you to do it.
Oh gosh.
But
There was once upon a time I could be depended upon for that kind of thing.
But anyway, I have a major date night with my husband tonight, so I don't know if it'll be today.
A date day.
A date day night / So we're gonna go.
A day night slash.
Yeah, we're gonna go to.
Dude, you mean day / night?
I don't care.
What's a day night slash?
Exactly what I said. We're gonna go.
Are you going around slashing people?
I'm gonna slash you if you don't let me finish my sentence. We're gonna go out to eat. My daughter got my husband Davina got Mike a Outback gift card, so we're gonna use that.
She's been pushing him out the door.
So we're gonna go to the movies. We're gonna see Aquaman. I think we're gonna go to Outback, and we're gonna go to Panera's to have a cup of tea. So just kind of an all around. We don't get to do this very often, and it's a little better now that Talia's on day shifts, and we can. But we don't like to assume that she will be willing to sit here, so we ask her first.
But Davina has our day kind of already semi planned out. I think sounds like we're going to be doing Frozen, and then TMNT, the
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, for those who are uninitiated.
Yeah, the Nickelodeon Turtles.
Seriously?
So, but I think Frozen will be first.
Right. Okay, now before we get sidetracked any further, okay, those are the upcoming alongs, the new PHNT and Tales and the Ready Set Go. In now our current stuff, the stuff that is winding down in about 2 or 3 days. In other groups, the Ready Set Christmas 2018 along and the 18 Toys in 2018, which is Studio Von Design, that's Vonnie, the Bee's Knees group. Okay, it's not a podcast. That's winding down, so if you have things to put in there, please do. It's a wonderful group. Not a podcast, but a wonderful group. And she's one of our moderators. The Harry Potter Cal, which is Victorian Studio Podcast, that's Maureen. She's our current co-host for the Toy Along, and she's a wonderful person to be involved with as well. The rules are in her group, and that will not be going away either. That will be starting up again next year for the 3rd annual, and that's a year long, so keep an eye on that. And then in Crocheting Whovian Podcast, that's Laura Concert, as everybody who watches us for any length of time knows. She has the Family Movie Night Cal, the Year of Socks Cal, the I'm sorry, Beth, I just cannot remember.
Oh, what did she say about the stripes?
Adventures in Stripy Socks or something like that.
No, that's not
Sensational Stripes. Sensational Stripes. That is all.
Adventures in Striping Socks? Was this a movie title?
It is. So anyway, Sensational Stripes. That's going on. So all those things are in the Crocheting Whovian Podcast.
Where you sing the blues.
And that, yes. You don't want to hear me sing the blues. All those will be ending at the end of the year. So that's like 2 or 3 days. By the time you see this, it might be pretty close to ending.
And guys, there was a reference in there.
There was a reference in there, and I would like to know if anybody had caught it. Okay.
It's not quite as obvious.
You might want to repeat that quote, though. So
yeah. You're not going anywhere until you've seen the blues. And actually, it's a paraphrase. I haven't.
It is a paraphrase. See if you can get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Let us
It's
know.
not quite as obvious as I'm not bad. I'm only drawn that way.
Yeah, yeah.
That one was pretty obvious.
That was pretty obvious, yes. But that's not a really big fan favorite either. It's kind of a cult classic.
Well, I don't even care for. I think I've only seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit maybe once, and I knew what that came from.
Yeah. Then we have the Shorty Socks Cal Cal and Undead. That's Undead Yarn. That's Heidi, who's Knitty Girl. And the 18 hats and 18 socks and the dishcloths for the missions. That's B-Wing in Comforting Crafts. That is not a podcast.
I actually got my 18 hats in 2018.
Yay!
Considering the fact that like half of them were color hats, I'm kind of proud of
You
myself.
should be. I'm just proud that I got anything I've done because of my cranky hands. So we did well today, this year. Okay, and that so yes, B-Wing has 18 hats, 18 socks, and dishcloths for the missions, and that's in Comforting Crafts. And I believe they're ending at the end of this year. But if you go and check out Brittany's group, she's not a podcast, but she's very charity oriented, and she's a very fun group to be in. You'll get all the information there.
I didn't post all my hats though.
I didn't either.
Uh-huh.
I
But
just,
it was more of a personal goal.
yeah. Now, the 2018 Tracking Stash, Deb's Destiny, and Blue Yarn Always, that should be ending also in the next few days.
Sorry, guys.
You might want to check that out and see what's going on over there. All right? Now, our alongs that are ending, the PHNT and Tails first year along Cal Cal, that's 2018, Cal Cal Lao, is ending. Let's see, today's the 29th as we're recording, so you have 2 more days as we're recording to finish up all your finished objects. I will be pulling for prizes probably New Year's Day if I get the chance, but it will be locked regardless, okay? I'm not going to go through the rules. You know what the rules are. You know who the featured designers are and the featured patterns and yarns and all that, okay? And we will go over the people who gave the prizes when we give out the prizes. But I do want to say that we have the prizes going out for the PHNT and Tails are, let's see here. 4th quarter prizes are the Plum Deluxe Tea Packet for one winner in the United States because that's where they ship. And then a Mom Cook Loom Knit pattern. That's Renee. So whoever wins that will contact Renee.
And Renee, I know you contacted me. I'm just a horrible person and have not responded to you yet.
Right.
And I know you mentioned that you're behind on podcast because life.
Yeah.
So you probably aren't seeing this explanation.
Well, we did that last week too, and I think she's just very, very busy because she is
Life.
yeah, and she's a prolific designer. She's very talented.
How dare people have lives? I mean, that's crazy.
I know we're gonna have to take her out on the carpet. We'll have to put her in Beth's corner.
Beth's corner.
Beth's corner.
Where we keep the wet noodles to lash people with.
Apparently we keep the loom knitters in that corner.
Oh, okay. The loom knitter corner.
The loom knitter corner. I love our loom knitters.
Do they have to step over a loom and they're in a giant loom?
They're inside a giant loom, like a big playpen.
What I'm picturing is actually like, where they have bowls. A lot of time, those arenas where they have the bowls charging people. I think
bowls, not bowls.
I said bowls.
You said bowls.
I said bowls.
You said bowls.
Bowls.
So you did it again.
No, I said bowl.
You keep it family oriented.
What are you talking about?
Anyway, it reminded me of a big playpen when she said to put them in there. So yes, that's where Beth and Mom Cook and Tammy RN, whatever her numbers are. I'm sorry, Tammy, I can't remember your numbers, but Steph Keith, some of these people who do all their loom knit projects.
You have your own little bowl.
You have your own little bowl pen. Okay, so we love all those people dearly. They are fantastic. The big prize at the end of the year is the huge packet that we showed you, and that's got a whole bunch of different things from different people in it, so that's exciting, and that will be pulled as well at that time. The PHN Annual Toy Along is also ending up. We have a couple more days, and again, I'm not going to go through all the rules because if you don't know them by now, it's kind of late in the game. So it's, knit, crochet, and loom knit toys. And we do have, featured designers and featured patterns. It's all in the group, okay, in the along thread for the Toy Along. Oh, I don't want to go there yet. And we do the prizes. We have several prizes. We have a crochet toy book, a knit toy book, a toy book bundle, which I believe is one of each. A skein of yarn donated by Mama C. It's a really pretty blue-green kind of color. It's not lace weight, but it says lace on it. And then the 2 skeins of yarn also donated by her that she thought might be good for a toy. Stitch markers from Cappy, and a mystery prize package all the way from Malaysia that was donated by Allison. So those are some really nice prizes. We had some wonderful, generous donations. We're really appreciative of those because that's how we can give you the prizes because they are donated. So thank you very much. All right, so whips, unless you have something else. Oh, we want, yeah, that's right, whips next,
whips.
right? Okay.
I only have 5.
Okay, I have 10, I think.
Let me verify, but I'm pretty sure I only have 5. And I have no FOs.
I have 9 or 10. I don't have any FOs either. 2. Might be easier if I just counted them.
Yep, 5.
1. Counting is commencing. 2, 3, 4.
Are you guys counting random
5.
numbers? I'm counting random numbers in my head.
6. 7, 8, 9. 9. Well, I have 9 or 10. I'll see when I get there. Right now I have to do 2 at a time. I'm going to have to do it 2 at a time anyway.
Anyway,
so
yeah, exactly.
let me just get to the beginning here.
A very good place to start.
Very good place to start. And that is also
a reference.
Yes, so if you can get that. But we haven't done as many references in a while. Okay.
I think that was a pretty obvious reference. So.
Yes. Okay. The first one I'm going to go to is my Sherbet baby hat. And I didn't do a whole lot on this. I took it with me. My husband... We got another new vehicle. We got a new truck because my husband's truck has been breaking down a lot. You remember when I got my new car, I couldn't drive it for a week or 2 because his truck broke down. And it's broken down multiple times. And finally my husband said he can't have it breaking down with us in the middle of Philadelphia or New Jersey or Boston or something when we're traveling. So we went out and got a new truck, so I thought I'd get to do some knitting. But this dealer, unlike all the other ones that we've dealt with for this particular brand in this area, actually is excellent. And they got us out in and out, so I didn't get a chance to work on anything while I was there. But this is how far I've gotten on the baby hat. You can see. It's a very lightweight baby hat. You know, I think just the perfect time weight for those little babies when they come out and they're just, you know, the little lightweight hats. So
I'm not just playing one photo. I'm looking for my pattern.
So this is not a Cindy Wood loom. This is the I think this is a KB loom, but I'm not sure. And let's see, it's Sherbet colorway, Sherbet stripe colorway, Kiki Blue Alice bags. That's this. You guys have seen this multiple times on the other loom, on this loom. This goes back in here. I took it out because I couldn't fit it in the small bag that I had put all my projects in, so I took this loom out. That takes care of that one. The next one I want to show you is in my Knit Is My Bag Autism Awareness sweater size bag. And this is the Sea Spray shawl from the Tidal Wave shawl pattern by Tamara Kelly. Now this, if normally my hands cooperate and everything like that, I could have had this done in maybe 2 or 3 weeks tops. But I am taking it one step at a time and just doing it slow, and it's just, I'm really enjoying this. I'm really
just threw your hook at me.
Oh, okay, thank you. So this is moving along. I'm almost done with the first ball of yarn. Isn't this so pretty? I just love this color. I cannot wait till this is finished. Look at that. Hey, it goes with my shirt. Everything goes with my shirt, but...
Yeah, I was going to say, everything would go with your shirt.
So I have, I'm trying to find the little ball of yarn that, I don't know, it's here, so, oh, here it is. This is how much I have. I think I can get maybe one more row out of this before I have to add the new one. And then I'll really be making some progress toward getting this done. So that's that. And the yarn is Gourmet Stash, and she rarely made yarn to begin with. She always did fiber.
Fiber, yeah.
And so like I said, it's hard. I don't think you can get it anymore, which is a shame.
Think you can.
Yeah, it's a shame. Okay, your turn.
Okay, so let me mark my stitch. I guess I'll show this first.
So pretty.
This is Felicia. It is the Terra the Sea Turtle pattern. I should have tear back because I was supposed to do different decrease right there. As you can see, her shell is just about done.
Neon.
This colorway makes me happy. It's one of Mom's colorway. It's a sport weight.
TK?
Maybe? Let's see.
Is it a sport? I can't remember what I dyed.
I can't remember either. It's the tag is in here.
Okay. Is it a sport weight? Well, it's DK. I was right.
It's DK.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's DK. I use them interchangeably, so it doesn't really matter.
Unless it's that really thin sport weight.
But, and then this is a bright pink that she dyed specifically for this turtle. This turtle's going to be in my office. And so I'm almost done with the shell. I'm starting to close it up. As you can see, I'm stuffing her. This is just a Miss Babs white Yoda for the eyes later. I'm going to grab black as well.
It's always good to have something like that.
And then the bright green that's going to be for the face. Because I felt like starting with the shell right away. So I did.
Because it makes you happy.
Right, and also, these weren't dyed up right away.
Yeah.
So, pretty soon I'll be able to do that. And I need to weigh the yarn to make sure that the measurements are correct.
Well, the thing about this was I did this on a whim because I needed something. I don't know if I was feeling kind of blah or what, and I needed something that just made me happy. So I did this. And she said, oh, I want that for the turtle.
So.
And then we did the bottom.
Yes. So, I forgot how small she can be.
She's not stuffed, real stuff.
Well, I'm not done yet. Yeah. But, I stuff her as I go, as I do my decreases.
Yeah.
But I forgot how small her shell can be.
It can be, yeah.
But I had made her more of a medium-sized turtle anyway. And I'm using an E 3.5 millimeter hook. So, and that's my preferred hook for DK and Sport.
I think I used the next size down for DK and Sport, a D.
But yeah, that's all I had to say about that.
That's all you have to say about that. Okay, in my Valeria bag.
Oh, my bag. Haha. Forgot. Silvershed USA. This is the Fun in the Woman Cave bag. Our 5-year anniversary bag. Also the kit for Fun the Chameleon. With Dad's artwork.
Yes. I think all the bags that we have, except for the very first one with the caterpillar, have Daddy's artwork on it. Oh no, the ones that have the bunnies on it have pictures. Bunnies and turtles. Okay, in my Valeria bag is my On Cloud 9 project, which is Lala's Simple Shawl Pattern by Laura Linneman. And I did a little bit of work on this. Let me see if I can take this out of the needle cozy here.
Gee, Mom, goes with your outfit.
It does. It's so pretty. So.
Yes, I'm wearing short sleeves in the winter. I get hot very easily. And it's easier to put on layers than it is to take them off.
Yes. So. That's that.
Okay, I want to make sure you have it pointing the right way around.
I really like this pattern, and I would like to have it finished, but I'm really enjoying working it. You know,
every once in a while you have one of those projects.
Yeah,
we're also very much process knitters.
Yeah, I think we are. I've gotten to the point where if it hurts my hands, I won't work it. And if I enjoy it, I'll work it. Usually it's the bigger needles and the heavier yarn, not extremely heavy. Like I don't want something that's going to be really weighing it down. But I haven't found that to be an issue right now.
I think that's why we're not very good about, like, if people are like, oh, can you make this for me? We're not very good about it because we're very much process knitters.
Right, and honestly,
and the product's not enough to make us want to knit.
No, I have to get back to the person, asked about if we could make something, and I didn't answer right away because I had to talk to Talia because it was addressed to both of us.
And it was something at church.
Yeah, and we never have done things on request because it puts a time constraint on us, and this is something we do for enjoyment. And now with my hands the way they are and with Talia's condition and her work hours, we don't like to commit to something we might not be able to finish. So I have to get back to that person. I hate saying no.
And I've always been, unfortunately, or fortunately, a very selfish knitter. This is my therapy.
Yeah. Well, I don't mind doing it, but I don't want to feel like I have to do it. I don't want my hobby to be my job. Exactly. So
I have a job already. I don't need another one.
So I have to call this lady back. I hate saying no to people, but I have to be consistent because once you say yes to one person, then everybody well, you said yes for that person. I would rather see the need and do it, on my own, and then. So, okay, so that's that. I'm not going to talk over you. I'm not going to talk over you.
Reference.
I'm not going to talk to you over you. Okay, in my Silver Shed USA, did we say this was we couldn't figure out what anniversary or whatever this was.
No, we couldn't.
But this is...
That was our first, it was either 100 members or
1 year.
1 year, but I think it was 100 members.
Yeah, I don't remember. So the little Notions passage goes with it, and I made a little progress on the square because it takes me forever to do a square. But there it is. You can see I think I did maybe 4
It's a cool little square.
little square in my colorway there, so I'm having fun with that. You start seeing it's kind of making its...
I think it'll be easier for you once you start getting used to the point of picking up stitches. And
Right, and that, actually, when I finally get used to that, there are a couple of things, like Kay's Bombini.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that's holding me back is not the short rows, I think there's short rows in there, but it's the picking up of stitches as you go around, because you have to do something to go around it. And I don't want to go into it too much because the paid for pattern, but if you have to pick up stitches, it's giving me pause. So as soon as I learn on this how to pick up stitches.
pattern really does help you with picking up stitches.
And
Although I know that socks help me a lot too.
well, I'm not doing socks. I don't.
But this pattern, because you're picking up stitches every time you add a square,
Right.
you get used to picking up stitches.
I have no desire to do socks.
I don't particularly, like, not anymore. I wore a hole in a pair of socks and I'm mad at socks.
Yeah. I prefer, my socks would be mittens or hats. I don't particularly care for socks. I might, if I learn how to pick up stitches and stuff, and if I can work it on small, like maybe the 9-inch without hurting my hands, maybe I will do the tube socks. But I just don't, it never really has excited me to do that. So, I like them. Oh wait, where does this go? It's your turn. I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, this goes in my shawl.
Let me just count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's my decrease. Okay, so my next one is in my Silver Shed. It's okay. Let me have this TMNB. It's okay. There we go. Okay. In my Silver Shed USA Kitties in the News bag is a Spanish lady shawl.
Oh, this is good. I can taste the cinnamon.
This is, I only worked on this a little bit. It's the On the Forest Floor pattern by Simone Carite. And I'm using Miss Babs Yazawada Skein in the colorways Obsidian, Vlad's, and Pewter.
Good job.
So,
There you go. Isn't that pretty? Very nice.
and each row is getting longer.
That's generally what they do, unless
It
you
is
start with
generally
the,
what
unless
they
they start with the long. But I do like it when they get longer, even if it's a little more tedious toward the end, because you can adjust the size to what you want.
It just means that I generally save this for periods of time where I think I have a long amount of time to knit. I need something mindless.
Well, thankfully, because it's straight, if you had to stop in the middle, you could.
Right. I usually don't. If I don't think I'll have another day to work on it to finish the row before the podcast, I won't work on it.
Right.
Because I don't like to be in the middle of the row when I show it on the podcast.
Well, I wasn't talking about the podcast. I was
Yeah.
talking about in general. Yeah.
But yes, I look forward to having this. And I know there are people who are looking forward to me working on the other shawls.
Yes. Something else. Finish this one already. I say as I look at my shawls that aren't finished. So.
But I do love this pattern. It's one of my favorite ones to wear. I actually have it on the forest floor right over here for when I finally get a little chilly.
Right.
I just like the way it falls.
Okay. In my Ploverbird pink and purple tea.
Pink and purple? What's purple?
Percolating. Ploverbird.
I see like a little animal called a purple.
Now I have to write up purple. All right.
It's really cute.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to write them up now. Ploverbird pink and purple teacups in the teapots battle.
Purple.
My Purkle bag. My Purkle bag. This is my Sherwood shawl project. I don't remember working on this, but I guess I did. Must have been toward the beginning of the week. So, I don't think I did too much on it. Maybe a row. But the rows are really long. So, I guess I actually didn't have to take this off because I have one thing on each edge. So, you can see that I'm not too much further than where I was. So I think maybe one row on this, but it is a very long row, and it's just I love this. This is going to be so much fun to wear when I'm finished. It's just beautiful. So the yarn is it was spun by Laura Smoot, and the pattern is the TGV High Speed Knitting pattern by Susan Ashcroft. I really like Susan Ashcroft, and normally if I see a pattern by hers, I'll check it out, because normally I want it. Because she does have more difficult patterns, but she also has patterns for people like me who just want to knit and don't necessarily have a huge amount of skill level. So that's this one. Was that my...
I think that was your first one after me.
Okay. Yeah, it is. All right. The next one is in my Purple Crocheting Hoovian bag. This is an Anne Brodie Silvershed USA bag. And this is our friend Laura Concert's reference to her. Okay? Her podcast and everything. This is my everything. And you won't get that reference because that's a personal video.
And Davina would kill us.
And Davina would kill us. Monkey Bag Project and Surprise Backpack Pattern by Amy B. Stitched. Okay? And I did a few rows on this. So it's growing. You can see it's growing.
It's growing all the time.
That's a hat, too. It's a Gilligan hat.
Only if the head is like really small.
Oh, I didn't say it had to be a big Gilligan's hat. Anyway, so this is the bag. I think I have maybe another 2 or 3 inches to go before I start with the handles. And this is cotton yarn. This is Hobby Lobby. I love this cotton in red, and I think it was Sock Monkey or something. Hence the name, Monkey Red or something like that. Let me see. I don't know where my tag went.
It ran away.
Here it is. Let me see. Twist. Monkey Red is the red and white kind of variegated. So that's fun. It's mindless and everything. But right now my hand doesn't like any kind of crochet at all, so I do that as I can.
It's good and stinky.
Good and stinky. Your
Reference.
turn. Yes, reference.
Okay. So next one, let me mark
I'd
my
be
stitch.
impressed if they get that one.
Yes, I would. But we have some people who like older movies. You see, hey, it was only fair because it is a bit of an obscure reference.
That was a big clue. All right.
I don't know if that was a big clue. Big clue would have been saying the actors.
Go ahead.
Okay, so in my...
I don't know which actor said that anyway. I mean, I know who the person was, the character, but I don't know.
Right, but to say the other actors in the movie.
Right.
The title actors, or not title,
Stars.
Stars, yeah. So in my Silver Shed, no, not Silver Shed, in my Star Knits R2 bag, this travels with me everywhere.
R2 BB-8.
Last week I had finished Davina's, it wasn't called Drama Queen hat. Well, I called it the Drama Queen hat, but the colorway was Glam Girl. I finished that, gave it to her at Christmas.
She liked that a lot.
Made a point of telling me that she wore it the other day.
Yeah.
But immediately I cast on because I needed my... Diana's hats for me are what knitting socks is for a lot of people. That is my purse project. My I can't think, this is what I'm knitting on project. So I started this one. This is another one by the same dyer. I need to actually post it on their Facebook page.
I need to see if I can get a dye lot for that brown one to go with the others. Otherwise, I don't have enough to do that shawl I want it to do.
Sadly, I didn't see anything available on their shop.
Yeah.
I think they just recently did the online thing. Before they weren't available online. So I think they're still setting up. Hang on, I'm trying to find... There's that.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for my ball band.
Oh.
Because I want to give them a shout out.
I don't have mine down here. It's up there.
It's in here. There it is. It was just the last thing I wanted to pull out. I was going to pull out. This is Tempting You Yarns.
And that booth was extremely tempting.
Oh, it was. Rainbow's End, tempting you so DK and sparkly. I would have probably called it something with knights
Yeah.
myself.
I'm not sure why they call it Rainbow's End, but I'm sure they have something in
Oh,
mind.
I'm sure they had something in mind. It's just not what I would have thought of.
It's beautiful.
It's really pretty. It's this gorgeous dark blue with sparkle.
I would have called that purple.
This is blue. This is like a navy blue. And it's got pops of like magenta and light blue.
It still looks like purple to me.
No, this is not purple. This is navy,
It looks
Mom.
like purple to me.
This is navy.
It looks like purple to me.
It is not purple. It is navy.
Maybe it's with the pinks and the...
The pink is kind of like a magenta-y color.
That's navy blue.
This is navy.
Anyway, whatever color it is, it's very pretty.
Now it goes a little purple when you go from the navy into the magenta. But
And you might hear some noise. My husband's out of his art room.
I look forward to having this. This one is mine.
Yeah,
Um,
it's really pretty.
and it'll be nice because I do wear a fair amount of dark blue. And I don't always have a hat that exactly matches the blue I wear. I like having options.
Right. Well, options are always good.
And I don't have a sparkle hat.
Shiny, shiny. And yes, that is also a reference.
Or you can also go shiny. Slightly
Yeah.
different reference.
Yes, but
It's done. They mean it differently.
yes. Yes. Okay. In my
I guess I probably should drink some of my beetroot juice. Ew.
This
I can still taste the beets in this. It's disgusting.
in the Silver Shed USA Lady Furnico colorway bag, Lady Furnico bag, 'cause it's this, is my Miss Peppermint Kitty Cat from the Brat the Kitten pattern by Talia, and I'm using an E hook, so I am using an E with the DK.
Huh. Are you getting the? No, it's good.
This is Old Time Yarns Polworth DK in the, I think it's Cats Have 9 Lives colorway. Let me see here. This cat's got 9 lives.
MPKC.
MPKC. So, see the head, the muzzle's in here, body, the other part of the body. I didn't do a whole lot of work on this, but you can see a little bit here that I made a little more progress on that. Now, this is going to be showing from Acquisitions. This is my, I told you I wanted to get some DK in a natural so I could do the eyes and things like that, and the, well, not for this one, but the legs and stuff. This, in case I ran out of yarn. So this is my Bare Necessities colorway, which is essentially bare yarn. Bare Necessities. So I did very little on this because I didn't have a lot of time. I'm actually surprised how many projects I did. I think why I got so many is because I did so little on each one as I could sit.
Right.
So yeah, so that got a little bit done, and I'm hoping to be able to start, to finish it. But I think I'm going to have to wait till the weather calms down a little bit.
Yeah, we've been kind of weathery over here.
So that takes care of that.
It was like rainy, weathery. Well, it's been surprisingly warm.
Yeah. How many do you have left?
2.
Okay, so you should go next. And I'll just do one at a time. Because I have 2 as well.
Okay. So, in my Silver Shed USA Fun in the Woman Cave. Well, this isn't Fun in the Woman Cave. This is the fun sayings. This is the Franciscan Gypsy bag.
The Franciscan Gypsy bag to my Lady Furnico bag.
So,
With all the fun words on it.
and I said and I just saw on here It's like, oh.
Here's oboe head. Oboe. Right here. Oboe.
Where's Oboe Head on mine? I'm sure I have Oboe Head in here somewhere. There's Oboe.
Oh, yeah.
It's in the same area.
Yeah.
Oboe.
Oops is a bunny.
That's a reference.
That's a reference.
What's in your mug?
What's in your mug? We shared that one with Kay and Dan.
Although they never said what's in your mug.
They did for a little while. I guess they didn't.
No, they didn't.
Who was it that said it?
Weed said it.
I know we did, but they had.
No, I
guess it's the way they say.
Copied the way they would say what's
in your needles.
And
What's
in
on
your
your
needles, and
yeah.
I just mimicked.
Yeah.
Not mimicked, because mimic sounds like I'm mocking them. It wasn't
No, it was
an homage.
homage. Yes, it was a.
Because it wasn't mockery.
No.
Because I love Dan and Kay.
Yes, we do. We love Kay and Dan.
So, I did it again.
Oops, I did it again.
Oops, I did it again.
Okay. Oh, I
Okay.
can't stand that.
This is an Ann Kingston. Wow, I remember the name of the designer. Ann Kingston pattern. I don't remember the name of the pattern. It's her cowl to match my sheep hat. And I'm using the same yarn. Although the yarn used to be Petaboo
Right.
something or other yarn, but they changed their brand name. So now they are Sueño. And the colorway is now charcoal. It was a different colorway before. And I got their white as well. And it's got some bamboo in there.
That's pretty.
And I got a little bit of work done on it.
I was going to say, didn't you just do a hat like that? This is the cowl.
This is the cowl.
Yeah.
I just literally finished saying that.
Yeah, I know. I'm not paying attention to you.
So,
Very pretty.
I'm trying to flip this up. I'm solidly in the sheep.
Sheepy, sheepy.
Sheepy, sheepy. And this is just a fun cowl to work anyway. So it'll be a little bit close to neck for me normally, but I really wanted the set.
It's pretty.
And I've worn the hat multiple times.
Yes, you
So
have.
it's not like I can give it to anybody now.
Right. It's very pretty. Okay.
And I also plan on making the pair of mitts that go with this set when I'm done with this.
Do they have the gusset thumb, or is it just the plain
I honestly haven't looked at the pattern. I have it, but I haven't looked at it.
Well, you're not ready for it yet.
Yeah, I have to finish the cowl first.
In my-
The nice thing about the cowl is I don't have to close it up.
In my Knitting's My bag, I call it Monet. It's a Serap bag. This is funny because I bought it kind of like, well, I need a bag. I don't really like it, but this is one that I really grew
You
on
use
me.
it a lot.
This grew on me a lot. This is it's Elementary, My Dear Watson. I think I did a couple of rows on this. First I thought I didn't work on this, and then yes I did. I remember now. So, yeah. It's still curling, but that's because I'm not very far, and I'll have to block it, obviously. But I do love this slate colorway. It's just so pretty. It's a very lightweight kind of cowl, or not cowl, it's a wrap. Kind of a Rana kind of thing. Or a stole. And I'm using, the pattern is Elementary Wrap pattern by Pearl Soho. And I'm using US 8 5mm Child Goo red lace circulars and Miss Babs Yowza in the slate colorway. Because this apparently, for me, is like Talia's Squash Blossom. This I have to have this in my stash all the time.
If I start running low on Squash Blossom, I pick up more because I use it a lot.
I think when I finish this project, I have 2 in here. When I finish this project, I will probably have to pick up another
I have to
slate.
see if I have any Squash Blossom left. If I don't, I need to pick up more
Yeah,
because I use it all the time.
I'm going to have to pick up another one of these once I finish this pattern, because I think I'm going to use all of the 2.
And if you had told me that yellow would be my go-to color that I have to have all the time, I would have been like, what?
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's just...
But it is.
If anyone had told me that gray would have been my neutral, I would have looked at them kind of funny. But that's... Okay. There we go. All right. So...
Okay, so next one is me. And this one, you know what it is. Stay. Actually, let me mark my stitch so I don't lose that. I worked on this a lot.
This tea is actually lasting... Well, I guess we're having a pretty fast podcast. Although we have a lot of acquisitions for Christmas.
This is my Silver Shed USA Snoopy Christmas bag. It is always going to hold a Christmas stocking. And this is the nephew's Christmas stocking. I can't remember the designer. It's on my project page. Usually in the show notes, when I do show notes.
There we go.
Also have a... Oh, I didn't notice it. What was on the...
Oh, she's rocking?
Notions palette.
Oh, she's looking at the...
Presents. But the other side I'm looking at
For a moment, I thought that she was rocking them or something, but... What?
is Sally and
yeah,
Charlie
yeah,
Brown, which
yeah.
is the whole reason I picked it up. But I passed the heel. I got some 9-inch circulars so I could work the color work more easily, because I really don't like doing color work magic loop. It just gives me something to juggle that I don't feel like juggling. So
Pretty. Very pretty.
there we go. It's grown nicely.
Look at the front of that. Isn't that pretty?
I'm just really
That's really
enjoying
gorgeous.
that. I had to go until it measures about 8 inches from the top of the heel. And then I'm going to not embroider. They have a way where you can put in color work the person's name. So I'm going to put Mom's name on it.
Very nice.
And I am using Mom's Not Quite a Pug for the off-white. And then the greenish color is Mad Tosh in the colorway Shire.
That's such a pretty color. I love that Shire colorway.
So
That's why I did my husband's tie in the Shire colorway.
Dad said that when I have this finished, we're going to have to hang the stockings
Yeah.
because he wants to,
We'll have to get new hangers.
yeah,
Yeah.
he wants to have these visualized.
Yeah.
Eventually, my goal is to make everybody a stocking. Dad has a stocking.
But he's going to want one like that. Because he doesn't, mine doesn't get used. Because it's a granny, it's kind of a crochet granny square kind of thing, I think, if I remember correctly.
I don't remember.
But he would probably be the last one because he already has one.
Yeah.
Okay, my last project is in my Plover Bird Mickey Mouse bag. And this is, I can't see myself with that stupid thing, and I want to make sure I'm not looking weird. This
You
is
look
my,
terribly weird. It's absolutely disgusting.
This is my Colorful Birds from the Show Off Boomerang pattern by April Klitsch. And I'm using US 9s and Test Designer Yarn Superwash Merino Worsted. I don't know the colorway. I did, I don't know, a couple rows, maybe 4 rows, I don't know. It's starting to grow. So, I like the way it's kind of curving like that. It makes me happy. So, this is a fun pattern. I don't know if I'll keep this. Not really my colors. But maybe I will. Who
You just want
knows?
to play with the colors.
I want to play with the colors. I want to play with the pattern. Talia gave me the yarn for Mother's Day a couple of years back, so I wanted to
She
make sure
looked
I
at
used
it. She said she wanted it, so she got it.
Yep. It was really pretty, but like I said, and it's disappointing sometimes when this happens, is you see something in the yarn, and then you're like, you get it home, and you cake it up, and you're like, what am I going to do with this?
Mm-hmm.
But this pattern is perfect for it.
Right.
So I'm really excited. And every once in a while, by the same token, if you pick up something or somebody gives you something, you're like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but I guess somebody gave it to me, I better cake it up. And you say, oh my gosh, this is gorgeous.
Yeah.
And this is gorgeous. I don't want to say that it's not. It's just not my colors like I thought it was. So I'm going to make this because I love the pattern. I love the way the yarn is working up. And whether or not I keep it remains to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
It might be a gift. Which is fine. I just want to work my yarn up. Okay, so that takes care of that. Now we wanted to do that newer section, which is
Oh, yes, because we're looking into...
prompts. Next on the Hooks and Needles prompts.
Yeah. We don't have any finished FOs, so we're looking into prompts because we have January coming up with the Ready, Set, Go. We're not going to talk about what we're going to rip. We're still making up our minds what we're going to rip because things are going to be ripped.
Things will be ripped.
But, let me move my stuffing.
My tea is all gone.
My tea's not.
My tea is all gone.
Oh, here's the book that you wanted to look at the
All right.
pattern. Did
Why-
you pull your pashmina out?
Yes. Why is my oboe head daughter's tea still in her cup?
Because I know how to...
No, because you have to drink beetroot in between.
Oh, that's so disgusting. I stopped doing it because it was ruining the taste of my tea.
Oh, yeah.
Even with the cranberry and cherry, I get this nasty aftertaste of beets.
Right.
I wish I could get the blend that he picked up at his office that you could have the watermelon to disguise it. But
Maybe you can find it.
you can't get it without picking up the whole set, and I don't like the size of their fish oil pills.
Oh, right. Can Sammy look into it?
I'll have to ask her, but I don't think that it's something they brand.
Yeah, yeah.
But okay, so projects that we are thinking of starting for January. Well, I've already mentioned in my crochet and hooving bag, I'm supposed to be making Laura a turtle colorwork hat, and that pattern is. I have it on my phone. Hold on. Turtle beanie.
That's really pretty.
And Mom dyed up the yarn for me. have black that I had in stash for just the black. Some Bare Necessities for the white.
Mm-hmm.
This is for the light green. This is the Crochet Hovian kind of pinky color.
That is
Is it Pink Panther?
Mm-hmm.
And then this purple
this purple, I don't know what I called it. I played with the purple lilac, oops, Untamed. I think I can make it again, but
and as you can see on the bag, it really does match nicely. So this is for her turtle hat. But it'll be started with the new year. Your turn.
okay, the first one is, I have a skein of pashmina that I bought years and years and years ago, before, I guess must have been 4 years ago, before our LYS closed down. And I wanted to have, I didn't realize how expensive the pashmina was. I don't know what it is, pashmina, but it is expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Lichen colorway. And I've had it because I didn't want to just put it in anything.
Mm-hmm.
Talia got the Sherlock Knits book, and this is called Elementary in Pashmina. And you only need one skein of pashmina for it. I want to show you but you can see that little scarf around his neck. Now, I don't know if I will use the fringe or not.
That's Joanna Johnson.
This is Joanna Johnson. Okay. And so that is what I'm going to make with this. All right. She's labeled this as being easy. So that should not be a problem if my hands will cooperate. Trying to see what size needles. I didn't look, size 4s. That's okay. I'll be fine with size 4s. So
that's the plan for hers. And then for mine, next one. I've had this yarn forever because I didn't know what to do with it. I was waiting for the perfect project. I bought it as a brand new knitter because I fell in love with it. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I have no idea what I'm going to do with it.
And this is another Joanna Johnson's.
But this yarn here, it's black with red sparkles. Really pretty. And it's baby alpaca.
How many do you have? Because they're out of business or whatever. I went back to look for more stuff and I couldn't find mine.
I have, it's 250 yards each.
You've got 500, 750. 750 plus 250 is 1,000. Oh, you've got a lot, yeah. They must have had a lot of that color. I bought what she had of the other. Boy, yeah, plenty.
Well, I looked at it and I would be like, I think it was like 75 yards short. So I'm going to leave out the pockets.
Yeah.
And if I absolutely have to, I can get some baby alpaca in black for like the edges of the sleeves.
The cuffs, yeah.
The cuffs and sleeves. So that's my plan. My hope is that I can just, leaving out the pockets will be enough. Because I don't care about the pockets.
Right.
I'm not going to use them. And it's a waste of yarn that
You can use otherwise.
I can use otherwise. So I plan on using every bit of this from Joanna Johnson.
And I want to learn to make this because it looks like the sleeves I might be able to use on maybe even a 16, but maybe a 12-inch circular.
The Anne sweater.
I love that sweater. It's absolutely beautiful.
Um,
Joanna Johnson is extremely talented.
That doesn't have Anne's puff sleeves. It's probably something Marilla
Picked out.
picked out.
I don't know. It looks nice on her though.
It does look nice on her. So it's just a very nice sweater with nice long sleeves.
I might have to try that scarf.
I happen to be between two sizes, which if I had been the size below, I wouldn't have to worry about yardage at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to go tight on a sweater like this. I want it to be.
It's supposed
I'd
to be
rather be a
flowy.
little bit loose.
It's supposed to be flowy.
So I'm doing the 38 because normally I do 36.
Would I do the one below that?
You could possibly do a 34.
Yeah.
I
I think I'm kind of between as well, but closer to this end because I'm a little bit smaller boned than you are.
So, that is my plan. I'll have to do a gauge swatch.
That's a lot of ribbing on the sleeves.
There is a lot of ribbing on the sleeves.
That's really pretty. I love that sweater. It's absolutely gorgeous.
So that is my master plan.
I have to get some yarn. I'm going to have to dye up some yarn for that and see if I can get over my dislike of certain things. Is it in pieces or in the round?
It's it should be in the round. And there's no buttons.
Yeah, it's just it's like my favorite green sweater.
Yeah. So that is my plan.
Very nice. That'll look nice on you.
So I'm looking forward to that. And like I said, I've been wanting to find something for this yarn for a while.
Now my other one that I know for sure that I want to try, I can't show you the yarn because it's an acquisition. I'll show it to you then. This is called the Randomo City, a scarf pattern by Narniel of Endor, which just cracks me up because it's like Narnia and
Endor together.
So, but it's a very small kind of a fashion type scarf, if you can see that, and it's made to be able to be used with like scraps or gradients or whatever. It's very, and I think that's what it says here. One skein of very good sock yarn, 50 grams. So for me, I was like, okay, I'm not going to use gradiated sock yarn. I'm just going to use the scraps. I'm going to use minis. So I will show you the yarn for that when we get to acquisitions. Okay, so royalties, I guess, right?
Yes, it would be.
All right, so we have a lot. What are we going to do here?
Okay, I guess I will.
Okay, before we start, this is Christmas royalties. So if you don't want to see our Christmas royalties, we'll see you next week. That's fine. If you'd like to see what we got for Christmas, we'd love to share with you. Okay? Yeah. So it's entirely up to you. Those who are leaving, we'll see you next week, we hope. And have a Happy New Year. And we'll move on. Okay, so.
And
we're not showing everything because we had some of the stuff we can't show.
Well, I have an exercise recumbent bike in the back room.
In the back room, yeah.
That was a big part of my present.
Let's show that one together here. I got this for Talia, and I got one for myself. This is from Maureen, who is Victorian Studio, because I love her stitch markers. And because of shipping, the only time I can really afford her, because it's not her fault, she's very reasonably priced, but the shipping makes it difficult for me to buy from her. So I like to buy whenever she does a sale. Let's see if I can get this out, because she wrapped this really well. And she even marked it for me, because she knew it was going to be a gift for you and for me. So she marked it so I knew which one was which.
Oh, the same.
Mine is black and silver.
Oh, okay.
And yours is brown and gold.
Okay.
They're books. We'll have to use this for our tea and tails stuff.
Yes, we will.
Okay. So
I might have to use it on the sweater.
I might have to use it on my scarf.
And then here's
the owl, or the crown.
Victorian Studio crown.
So these will probably go on my scarf that I'm going to be making out of the pashmina. So put that there. I also got, it's a shared gift with my husband, a inversion table, where you go upside down. I'm a little nervous about that. I told him I won't do it unless he's there to make sure I can get up again. But that's that. And this, of course, these are acquisitions.
Yes.
Our oboe head mugs.
I sent Laura a message after I ordered because I was so excited. Then Davina got me, this is for work, because I drink tea at work, and this says, all I want is to hug all the bunnies.
Now, do you remember last week? Do you have the card, Talia?
No, I don't think I got the card.
Right.
I don't think she wrapped it with the card.
Yeah, I can't remember. If you want to know, let me know and I'll tell you. This lady,
I don't think I received the card.
This lady is the one I was telling you who was absolutely fantastic. She wrote to me saying, I don't know if I'll be able to get it out to you on time.
Is it Orpha Coatings? Or is that...
I don't know. I have to go back and look. I don't know if I'll be able to get it to you on time. And she did a few things I don't want to tell you because I don't want to make people think that they can expect this from her. She moved heaven and earth, and she got this here 2 or 3 days early. Okay, this, I was absolutely, I gave her a 5-star stellar review because she was amazing. And the mug is adorable.
It is adorable. I really look forward to having this at work.
Don't forget to tell what else Davina gave you with that.
She gave me this, and what's the other thing?
It goes in it.
She didn't give me the tea.
Yes, she did.
She did? Oh, okay. I didn't remember that I thought you guys gave me this.
She gave it to you.
Oh, okay. She gave me the Kettle Time tea, too. I think it was wrapped separately.
It was wrapped separately because she likes you to have more than one gift to open.
Okay. That's why I didn't remember who.
Which one did we end up picking out?
Kettle Time herbal
Yeah.
tea. And this is a favorite of mine.
Yeah.
So.
Because we looked specifically, I told them we have to look specifically for no caffeine or low caffeine.
So.
And I knew you liked chamomile, so.
This will go to work.
Yeah.
Um.
You can't show the one thing I got you because it worked already.
What thing is?
The Saint box.
Oh, yeah.
That's okay.
Because I really wanted to take that to work. Although, you know what? Part of it's still here. Because I take my work bag home.
That's okay.
But
This is what Davina got me. I absolutely love this because I don't have enough owls. I saw this. I told Ty about it. This is the Silver Shed USA Ann bag. And she put a stitch marker thing in it. Or not stitch marker,
a tape measure?
tape measure. It says Silver Shed USA.
I love her tape measures because every time I order from her, I'm getting a tape measure. I'm like, yes, this is great.
Isn't this the best little owl bag ever? They're like camping owls. And this, okay, so this is going to go in here. And so is, where's my pashmina? This is going to go in here.
Hang on, Mom. But you know this is mine, but you need to have the pattern with it.
Well, I'll copy it or something. But okay, so this is going to be my cast on for January 1st, one of them. And it matches the bag. So this is that. Okay, so what's else? What else?
So next, I just want to finish my decrease. Okay.
I got a whole bunch of clothes from my husband that I'm not going to show you. It's all upstairs. Because he likes to... Oh, I got the best pair of boots for my husband.
These are my last two.
Those are your last two?
Oh, wait, no.
Because I have more than two.
Well, I'm not showing all the different books.
Okay.
And also remember, I got fewer big.
Oh, because you had the great big, yeah.
Yeah. This,
Oh, this is...
was from Cappy.
Cappy is a sweetheart.
And I figure out what this is. It has needles in it.
She sent... I'm going to have to order some of that, one of those from Cappy.
Now, it is a small needle. It's like for when you sew buttons and stuff.
Oh, is it? Do you think it'll fit a...
I don't think it'll fit yarn.
No. A tapestry needle?
Maybe. We'll have to try.
Yeah. The middle ones. But this bag, Cappy, is absolutely fantastic. She sent one of these to Davina, too. And the stitch markers.
These are so much fun.
And her husband makes those, I think.
Oh, does he? Lego stitch markers.
Yes.
And then the felted bag, which I'm quite sure she made.
Yes, I'm sure she did. Where are my stitch markers?
It was really sweet of her.
Okay. Since we showed Cappy's, I'm going to show you mine from Cappy. This is going to go... What happened to the pattern? With this. These minis. Okay, I think these are the... I took part in a Indie Dyer's Advent Calendar swap type of thing. I guess that's what it was called. We didn't really swap. We just all each put in a skein of yarn and everybody got the full 25 skeins.
Yeah.
I gave the skeins to Talia.
And they're in my Advent cowl that I'm making for Mom.
For me, yeah. So this, Cappy said, she was so sweet. This is my gift. Thank you, Cappy. I haven't had a chance to tell you I received them. Thank you very much.
And that's...
This is going to go in this. I showed Davina the colors. She likes the colors. If she likes this, this will be for her. Okay, I have to be quiet because she's in the other room. She has Ariel ears when I don't want her to hear things. And then I also got my stitch markers, my Lego stitch markers. Okay, and I like this because I think this thing here is a stitch holder, cable needle.
You can use it as a cable needle.
So this is really cool. So thank you very much, Cappy, for your generosity and your thoughtfulness. I really appreciate that.
And then next, let me do this decrease. There we go.
Oh, you know what? Before you do the next one, because you said you only have one more thing.
Two.
Okay. This is the rest of Davina's gift for me, and I had to show you.
Groot.
It's Baby Groot. I'm so excited about Baby Groot. Oh, Taya, would you cut this, please, because there's something, because I don't want to see the tag. Okay. This is my Baby Groot, and I absolutely love him. And whenever the music comes on, he was dancing to Christmas music. He just loves, I just love Baby Groot. He's so cute. I love Groot, but Baby Groot is the best. So, Davina got me Baby Groot.
Because Teenage Groot needs an age adjustment.
I'm going to have to do something about this.
That is a really long
Look
tag.
at this. It's his tag. It looks like he's got a tail. I'm gonna do
That's
something
kind of
about it.
ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do something about it.
I don't think I've ever seen a toy with quite that long of a tag.
It's got all this Disney stuff on it. Disney product, Disney.
And they have it all different languages and all that.
Yeah, I'll just get that off.
That's more than
But-
a little bit ridiculous.
Because I thought maybe it was washing instructions or something.
Mm.
But it's not. It's just, well, here on the back it is. But it's pretty much what you expect.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no washing or drying, really.
So, Mom and Dad picked up for me some Undead Yarn minis, which these are gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
I really love this
Yeah,
one.
I do too. That's my favorite, this one.
Yeah. Spider, I guess that's what she calls her finger whip base. Maybe?
I think Spider is...
Colorways
sport.
After the Rain.
I think it's Sport Rate. I don't know.
No, it says fingering.
Oh, is it? Okay.
So,
I just picked them up when I saw them, so...
really pretty colors.
Mhm.
And if I wanted to, I could probably hold two ends together and make it a square for my sport weight blanket.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not for the big squares. I probably have to do it for the small one.
I think these are 80 yards. They don't look like these. I think these are 20 grams, not the 10 grams.
Mm-hmm.
So they might be like anywhere between 80 and 90 yards.
Mm-hmm.
She said it's 587 yards together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's about 90 yards.
Okay, so I'll probably hold hold the ends together, which means I actually have to cake it instead of
Ball it up.
ball it up. So that's what I'll probably do with
Excuse
that
me.
because these are a nice solid color, so I don't feel like I'm ruining the yarn quality or whatever. With that. I'll give you back the bag because I have this bag. I didn't see
Bad.
the Heidi bag.
Okay. I'm going to stick with the knitting stuff right now until we get to the point where Tide has anything else to show. My husband got me... I'm going to kind of pull it together a little bit here.
Pull it together, man.
Pull it together, man. Okay. He got me... I had this on my wish list. When I told Beth I was looking for worsted weight looms to replace the one I got that I really didn't like with the little crochet hook edge, and I think they were boys. This is KB, which is probably my favorite plastic loom. And this is worsted. I got this one. I ordered the baby one immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one I put on my list for Christmas. My husband got me this for Christmas. So I'm pretty good for looms for worsted weight at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I find something I need to do differently. So I'm really happy about this. And then he picked up these for me. I can always use these. These will remain on my list like forever because I lose them all the time. These are those metal needles.
I lose mine all the time too.
Needle things. I think the couch eats them, the floor eats them. And then he picked this up for me. I didn't expect it. Nikki Epstein's Knit a Square, Create a Cuddly Creature. So you knit a square and you can create these creatures. I mean, it's really pretty fascinating. I mean, this one's a dragon. Can you see this one here? I don't know if you can tell, but I think they use sequins or something. It looks like it's got scales. See?
Oh wow.
It's just amazing what they do with these squares.
Well, that Triceratops.
I love this.
Yeah, well, of course
Look at
you do.
my owl. See it? An owl. Now, they're not all necessarily one square. It might be a couple of squares.
Right, I would think it'd be impossible to do just one square.
Look, Laura, it's a turtle. And they have bunnies, too, I think. Let me see here. I think they have a bunny. They have sheep. Dove.
That's a bunny, isn't it?
Yes, that's a bunny. Look at the dachshund with the
Hat. That is
K.
adorable.
Look at the doxy with the cowboy hat. So this has got a lot of really nice, patterns. They had sheep, frogs, bunnies, all kinds of stuff.
Are they different designers or all one designer?
I think they're all Nikki Epstein. It's called From Flat to Fabulous. It's got an elephant. This is pretty cool. There's my owl. So, yeah, that's that.
I think toys used to be flat.
Well-
There's a teddy bear book that I probably should show to you. It's you do the pieces flat and then you sew them all together.
And that's true, but this isn't just flat. This is out of a square.
Hmm.
You fold them. You fold them. See, look, here you got the square. See the square here? And this is what you make. Squares here. There's what you make out of it. So, I mean, it's the way you fold it up. And sometimes you have more than one square. You have more than one piece. So you do have the, like you're saying, but the main body of it is a square. So, but I still would like to say, I remember that book.
Because the bears in that were really cute.
There were a lot of things that were really cute in there. But, okay, so that's that. Now, do you have anything else?
I have one more.
Okay, go ahead.
This one really caught me by surprise because I don't know how she managed to score this. Mom managed to score some of Kay's
Bakery Bears.
Bakery Bears.
I never am able to. She had a sale or something.
And it's all sparkle.
It's all sparkle, and I was like, okay,
These are not normally colors I wear, but I love. It's Kay's. You can't get Kay's yarn, so
Well-
I'm thinking of making Bambino.
Yeah, I thought you might put it in a blanket, but a Bambino would be good too.
Yeah, if I wanted to, I could also double it and put it in a
Because
blanket.
these are also bigger than mine are. I think these are. Let's see. She says they're.
So I had to make up my mind.
There's 400 meters, so it's about 430 yards. 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's probably about 80 yards in these.
Because, like Heidi's, they are solid enough that won't ruin the color to hold two together to do
Right.
it in the blanket.
Right.
So I had to make up my mind.
It's very pretty.
So, very much so.
Okay, now my next things, I'm going to show kind
Actually, I
of...
might even be a better use of it because these aren't colors I usually wear, and then I can keep it.
Right. My husband got me this. It's not... It looks like a Notions pouch. I will probably use it for my rosary or something. It's just a little
Yeah, mine is
pouch.
at work.
Isn't that pretty?
Or no, mine is in the other room holding my part of my Saint box.
Now, I'm not showing everything I got, obviously, because clothes and things like that, but Talia got me this. She surprised me because this is really heavy. I'm going to have to...
It broke the bag I put it in.
This is a Liturgy of the Hours. Now, those of you who are Catholic know what the Liturgy of the Hours is.
Or actually, you might not.
You might not.
Not everybody does.
This is the liturgical prayer of the Church, for the Catholic Church.
These are the prayers like the priests, the nuns say.
And lay people
there are lay
too.
people who do say it.
We are consecrated laity, so we do these. Ty and I do the morning prayer together. It has office of readings, morning prayer, night prayer, day prayer, and evening prayer, I think it is.
Basically, you're praying with the Bible daily. It takes excerpts. Yes. From the Bible, you have 3 Psalms with an antiphon, and then you have a reading. Sometimes one of the canticles, for lack of a better term, will be actually a something from like Revelation or from the epistles, but usually it's
very
3
biblical.
Psalms.
It's very biblical.
And then you have a reading which is either it's somewhere in the Bible. It could be Old Testament, it could be New Testament, it can be anywhere in the Bible. Because occasionally they've had something from Judith.
and we have hymns in here.
There's hymns in there. You start with a hymn, you have 3 Psalms, you have a reading. Then you either say the Canticle of Zechariah, which is what Zechariah said after he got his speech back, after he had written down his name is John. Then he gets his speech back, and he goes into this soliloquy, where...
Which is biblical. It's in the Old Testament.
Yes. No, it's in the New Testament.
No, what he quoted from.
Oh, what he quoted from.
I think it's in the Old Testament. He quoted something from the Old Testament.
Because he says, "You, my child."
Right.
He's talking
he's
to
talking
John.
to John, but he's referencing something in the Old Testament.
So you have that quote there in the morning, and then at night or in the evening you have the Magnificat, which is what Mary says when she goes to visit Elizabeth, and after John leaps in Elizabeth's womb, when he feels that Jesus is a Mary, then Mary goes into her own speech, which is the Magnificat. And then at night prayer, you have the canticle of Simeon, which is what Simeon says when Jesus is presented in the temple as a baby. And he's like, now your servant can go in peace.
It's a nice prayer. And the office of readings, you get a biblical reading, and then you get something from one of the church fathers or something like that. But anyway, this is a big one. I have a smaller one, and because I have trouble reading without my glasses right now, and don't know when I'm going to get my glasses, Taya picked up the larger print version for me.
Because I had larger print version. I love my larger print version.
So this is really heavy.
When I picked up mine, it was the one what was available. I'm really glad I have it.
The other things I forgot, I got a couple of Chalgu needles for my husband, for hats, and these books here. So these are, basically, this is the 100 holy hours for women when we go visit Jesus in the Blessed Sacrament, Know Thyself, and A Year with the Eucharist. So we like to keep reminding ourselves, for us, the true meaning of Christmas, what it's about. So,
well, I guess I can show, since you showed those, I'll just show one other thing. Art and essays on the saints. So it has different pieces of art where it's talking about different saints. I've always loved this painting.
Yeah.
This is Hans Holbein's painting of Thomas More.
Yeah.
And it's almost a photograph.
It's beautiful.
It's absolutely gorgeous. The man was an amazing artist.
He's one of the patrons of our diocese.
And so it talks about each saint in paintings. That happens to be one of my favorites. But another one that I liked in here, it was a Caravaggio for St. Matthew. And I've always been a fan of Caravaggio. You could tell his influence on the Dutch masters when you see this particular painting. So it covers...
And she almost didn't get this. I couldn't remember if I bought it for myself for Christmas or for her, and I decided to give it to her. I gave one to Davina, too.
That's pretty. So I love art history. That's very much it's your influence, but it's very much Dad's influence. I would get him classes for the great courses on art.
Oh, is that St. Teresa's Ecstasy?
Yeah, St. Teresa of Avila.
Yeah, St. Teresa.
Although that's a
statue.
That's a statue.
Well, if you can't find it now, we'll have to show it.
There it is.
Oh, okay.
Caravaggio's painting.
I like Caravaggio's painting of the...
you could see the influence that he had on Dutch masters with the lighting.
The knocking Paul off his horse.
Yeah. Well, he also has a really nice one of... I think he has one nice one of St. Francis. And he also has a nice one of the Agony in the Garden.
Yeah. Well, he's a good painter.
Actually, and the other one he has... I think he has one with Thomas putting his finger...
Oh, yeah, he might. I don't know.
I love that painting.
Okay. I guess we should probably bring this to a close. They're probably tired of hearing us yammer on.
Oops.
Okay, so... do you
drink more of my nasty beetroot
Do you have anything else to say about anything?
No, I do not.
Okay, I'm not going to do the knitting ephemera today because we have gone a little long with acquisitions and things. We will be posting the threads for the PHNT and Tails and the PHN Ready, Set, Go as soon as I get the chance. And we will be changing up the prayer chain and the show off, for lack of better terms, and I'm not sure what the other one was that I thought I saw, to reflect the 2019 so that we can have an easier flow. Either we'll do it, or Valeria or Bonnie will do it, because they're very good that way. And just keep an eye out for that. In the meantime, I believe we're going to be podcasting next Saturday.
That's the plan. Okay. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't. Just as a random side note, we were talking about Anne last time, Anne of Green Gables. I have finished re-listening to Anne of Green Gables. I am now listening to Anne of Avonlea on audiobook.
Yeah, it's good.
I don't like this reader quite as much, but the story's good.
Yeah.
And
You forgot to show your socks.
Oh, yes. These are not socks, these are slippers.
Yeah, my
You can't show them properly.
my parents got them for her. They're little panda slippers.
I love them.
Yeah.
Can you kind of see them? They've got little faces.
Yeah, little faces.
I love them. And they're warm.
So we will be back here next Saturday, which will be the new year.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to wish you all a happy new year in advance.
Oopsie,
We want to
somebody.
wish you a week full of knitting, crocheting, crafting, family, friends, good food, every blessing and good thing. And we hope to see you back here for the Food in the Woman Cave next week during the new year, for the new year, right? Starting off 2019. This is the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 337, and that's a wrap.
Bye.